listening to the What Happens When podcast.
What happens when two guys sit in front of a laptop talking about God knows what?
And here are your hosts, G5 and Gene Van Horn.
This is What Happens When. I'm your host, Gene Van Horn. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the world's most dangerous podcast, or something like that.
Yeah.
With me, as always, my main man, the home slice, G5. You're forever going to be the home slice.
I am the home slice. The home slice is like the best nickname ever. I don't care what you guys say.
Yeah, we don't care what you guys say. Not with us today, as always, or as been usual.
Where?
The world's most elusive man.
Yes. Where the fuck are you, man?
Just Miguel, ladies and
Just
gentlemen. He won't be
Miguel.
here tonight. So in his honor,
Hey. Kind of miss that guy. Kind of miss him.
Yeah. So, what's up, man?
I don't all the way miss him. I just kind of miss him.
I don't miss him at all. So what's up? What are you up to, man?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just chilling, man. Just trying to get everything in order. Get these affairs in order.
Get these affairs in order.
All
right, that's what's up. How's
Shout out to the medieval times.
Shout out to the medieval times.
Red night.
They're not a sponsor, but maybe one day soon. They'll never sponsor.
What'd you ask?
How's your weekend?
Weekend was good, man. Just hung out at the Nike 3-on-3 this weekend. Shout out there, Real 92.3.
The real.
The Real. They were out there, big boy.
Big boy.
Saw a lot of the old radio people. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. Got a lot some dunk contests going out. Shout out to Young Hollywood out there doing his thing.
He was out there dunking
On everybody.
Did he win?
Yes.
Nice.
I believe so, yes. I didn't
Shout out to Carol Turnup for being here.
Turn up.
The turnip. Not to be confused with the turn up. It's a turnip.
It's a
But yeah, man. So what else you do? Nothing?
Oh. Nah, not much, man. Just Nike 3-on-3 all weekend, man.
Nike 3 on
all
3.
weekend.
That's what's up, man. I didn't really do much. I did do a lot, actually. I had a church retreat to go to, so that was fun. It's the annual Lifeline Fellowship Men's Advance.
What up, Lifeline Fellowship?
Ladies and gentlemen, FJB's in the house.
FJB.
Wow.
FJB.
So I thought since he started to get a bunch of views on his own podcast, he would never tune into ours anymore. He got too big. So you give a guy a name and then he just automatically
That's ridiculous.
just turns his back on you.
That's just utterly
We're doing great,
ridiculous.
FJB. You would know that if you've been listening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you know what? FJB.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I had a pretty good weekend. Really, really good time.
Oh, cool.
Back on this Uber tip. So if you
Uber.
see me in these Uber streets,
Uh-oh.
holla at your boy.
We got an interruption.
Yeah,
man. Hey, when he's in them Uber streets, man, y'all gotta get them tips going, man.
Yeah, the tips are nice.
Tip them like a stripper.
Yeah, I need a tip drill. Shout out to Nelly. Not really. Nelly, just so you know, I hated you for a long time.
Furtado?
I still hate him. I've been working, man. FJB, we don't want to hear that nonsense. I
These
don't
are
care if
all
you
lies.
work or not.
These are all lies, FJB.
You watch it at work, and if your boss says anything, you slap him in the face. That's an order.
Boom.
Yeah, man, it's been a lot of crazy things in the news over the past week.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like Herpygate 2017.
Oh my God. We talking about that?
Yeah, so
Nice.
Herpygate 2017, for those of you who don't know, is a reference to Usher, Mr. Let It Burn himself.
Let it burn. Let it burn.
Mr. You Got It Bad.
You got it bad.
Apparently had it bad for a fat chick, and I don't care what you guys say. There's no North Korea is not going to be mentioned here. We shall not mention that moron. But I don't have no problem with fat shaming that fat girl that is accusing Usher of having herpes.
Listen, man, I don't even believe that shit.
You got to believe
With
it.
her?
She's in a picture with him on stage.
Yeah, I saw that when it actually happened, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't
Nah.
smush.
How do you know?
He's not doing
He's
that.
not denying that he smushed her.
Yes, he is. Well, he's not saying anything right now.
Yeah.
Because he knows better. He's been around this.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he's been down this road before.
Yeah.
This is what I did find.
He's been down this road with a fat chick before? He gave her herpes before?
Nah, he's just been down the road of a celebrity, a mega celebrity, being sued by somebody and accused by somebody of doing something not true.
He did.
Allegedly.
He did it.
He didn't do it. I don't know if he did or didn't. I don't even care.
He did
but what
it,
I
and
do,
he did her.
but when I saw that picture, I said, "Oh my god, Precious!
Precious.
Like you gave. Wait a minute. Why are we avoiding the topic that Usher has herpes? Like he's not even.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden it's not about whether or not he has herpes. It's that he boned a fat chick.
Right. It's like, bruh, herpes.
He's got hempies.
Herpes.
Yeah.
But I read a statement that he had 2 cases.
Has he ever had a big woman? No, he hasn't. There's nothing wrong with fat chicks for fat men, FJB. Nothing wrong at all. But if you're Usher and you had chili, why would you go for McDonald's supersize?
But check this out though.
Shout out, happy birthday, belated, Brandon Swain, doing your thing in those armed services, man. Big respect to my main man, the Mac Daddy, Brandon Swain.
My thing is this. All right, Usher.
No, you can't go from chili to Tommy's. That's what happened. He went from chili to chili cheese fries at Tommy's. He got a whole #1. The double.
Allegedly, she's just accusing him of this.
She's accusing him of nothing. She got the herpes and she got it from him.
Bro, she's trying to use evidence that she was grinding on him on stage as if they had sex.
Hey, they might have.
That doesn't mean they had sex just because she was grinding him on stage, because he picked one fat lucky fan out of the crowd to come up and give a lap dance.
He said, you could supersize me. Salmon Johnson in the building.
Salmon.
Shout out to my boy James W. Woods. I don't know what the W stands for because his last name is Woods already. I don't know how to pronounce Semjai Peter Dallas Woods.
Dollars. So at the end of the day, man,
nobody's getting a big girl. Joey, stop it.
Why the hell do you want me to have a big girl, man?
So you can feel what he feels. He's always got a big girl around his waist. In your face.
I've got a beautiful
woman. What you get for not
woman.
being here? What you get for not being here?
I've got a beautiful, shapely woman. I don't need a big girl.
You big girl?
You mean? Shout out to Danette.
Shout out to Danette Avila.
So Usher, man, like this is what I read.
Right.
Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, or if you do, I will slap the shit out of you.
No, we don't correct anything.
Because I'm not being corrected on this.
No,
show.
what we say is.
But I read, and this is like, why is nobody talking about this? He had 2 people that already sued him for giving him herpes. One was a woman and one was a man. And in the statement,
yeah, but what you read?
Hold up. In the statement, this is court documented paperwork.
Yeah,
this
is from who posted the court documented paperwork? This is from TMZ. This is from the case that they basically settled out of court, and in that paperwork, he had oral sex with a man and gave the man herpes from his mouth. That's what it says. Wait. So Usher gave the guy a blowjob, is what you're saying?
That's what the paperwork said. That's what I read from TMZ. No bullshit. And I'm like, why is nobody talking about this? Because it's 3 people. It's the fat girl accusing him,
right,
and it's the 2 that already settled out of court with him. A woman and a man.
Man, listen.
I said, what the fuck is this?
Maybe a lot of people knew that the Let It Burn song was actually referencing to the herpes cases he had before.
Wow.
Maybe they knew that. See,
is that too easy?
No.
I think that's too easy. Let it burn. You got it bad. Mm-hmm. I think those are all weak. I think we should take that back. We should start the show over. Take that back because those are way too easy.
No.
Fuck it. Let it burn.
Yeah. Those are facts, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fact that he wrote that song about giving somebody herpes.
Whoa.
He should be charged just like we were saying the transsexual should be charged last week. I think he should lose everything. Oh, damn, Lord.
Timber that just went on.
Yeah, I think he should lose everything, and he should have to pay those people. He should be charged for
you don't believe that.
For fraud. I do. If he has knowingly given these people a sexually transmitted disease for the rest of their life, he should pay for it for the rest of his life.
It's herpes.
Yeah. Oh, let me inject you a herpes.
No, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't we all have some sort of herpes?
So they say 70% of the population has some form of herpes.
Right. I don't have herpes.
Yeah, A, B, or C.
No, I don't have A, B, or C.
You got all three.
No.
He does.
No.
This guy's.
I don't even get cold sores.
This guy's
Isn't
mouth.
that a form of herpes?
This guy's mouth is a petri dish, ladies and gentlemen.
Isn't that a form of herpes?
Yeah, cold sores is a form.
Cold sores is a form of herpes.
It's a form of herpes.
I don't get cold sores.
Yep, he should be charged. I agree, FJB. I agree that he should be charged. All his songs do have something to do with the subject. Maybe he knew at a young age. Maybe he knew at a young age.
I'm gonna let. Oh, what?
Yeah, cold sores.
Yeah, cold sores. No,
They should sue him. The legal battle will be enough to ruin his career, especially if he got charged. No, I don't think it'll ruin his career, man.
What do you mean?
Michael Jackson was accused of touching children, and his career didn't get ruined. It got tainted for a little bit, but it didn't get ruined.
I mean, he might have touched some kids.
Right. What if she's lying?
Michael Jackson.
She been gangbanged by 6 buff gay dudes. Why do they have to be gay, though?
Right.
Why they just couldn't be 6 buff dudes that are into BBWs?
Brandon, are you insinuating that gay people have herpes?
I think it's the fact that gay people have herpes. I don't think it's the fact that just gay people have herpes, but I'm like 99.999% sure gay people have herpes.
99% of the 70%
of people are gay?
No, that happen to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
99% of them have herpes.
No. No, I didn't say 99% of the. I said I'm 99% sure that gay people have herpes. Not all gay people, but.
Oh, but you said gay people. That was a big blanket.
Yeah, I didn't mean whatever. But why buff men? Why couldn't it be like flabby dudes?
Brendan, do you have some sort of
some like weird gangbang fetish
that you're trying to let us know about?
He broke the law, especially if you know. Yeah, I agree. It is breaking the law. He should probably get criminal charges, not just lawsuit.
What law did he break though?
He didn't disclose that he had a for life disease. This is the same conversation we were having last week.
But is that a law?
Yeah, you can't knowingly give somebody STD.
Hey, read that.
What does it say?
You know what's?
I'm sure they do. Herpes? Oh. You know what's funny? It says, I was reading that TV Tropes article about role ending misdemeanors. Look, I don't know what the hell that means, Joe. Talk normal English.
God, why do you
Jesus.
have to be such a fucking scientist?
Yeah, herpes doesn't discriminate, that's for sure. Herpes as well as Usher apparently don't discriminate.
He regulates every shade of the ass.
That's disgusting.
He did not have... Okay, everybody listening right now. Who believes he had sex with that big-ass fat girl?
I do.
I don't. This is fucking Usher we're talking about.
Yeah, but did you believe that Usher had sex with a man with his mouth?
Yes. I could believe that before that fat girl. I swear to God I could. Swear to God.
So you're saying that you would oral fellate a man before you would have sex with a fat girl? I
never said anything about me. You asked if I believed that Usher would have sex with a man before that fat girl, and I said yes.
Okay, but there has to be some sort of primordial reason why you believe that.
Why does it have to be that?
Because you can't project your stuff onto him. No, I didn't believe
anything.
That he oral fellated a man.
I'm just saying I can believe.
Who the heck is Lovey and Jen?
Hey, Lovey and Jen, what's happening?
I agree with you, Lovey and Jen. He did fellate a man, and he did have sex with that fat chick.
I don't think he has.
I think he's like some type of sick freak, like Rick James.
I don't think
the dead Rick James, the freak James.
There is a freak James. I don't believe that he had sex with the fat girl. But I do believe he had oral sex with a male.
So it's easier to believe that he fellated a male.
Yes. I grew
easy.
up with Usher in terms of the era that he was popular in, and
there grew up with Usher,
and there was always.
He grew up with Usher, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us more about your relationship with Usher growing up.
I didn't grow up with Usher as my friend.
Okay.
I grew up in the era that he was popular. Listen to the entire statement, fucking TMZ.
All right.
I grew up in the era that he grew up in, when he was a celebrity, like coming up, a big time celebrity.
Yeah.
And not to say that he isn't now, but there was tons of rumors about him being gay and weird things happening over there in the Atlanta area with him.
Okay, FJB, listen, you don't come over to our podcast dictating the terms we use to describe people on our podcast, all right? We will call them fat girls, fat chicks, fat women. FJB is my brother. He is... Wait, he's your brother? Oh, okay. Listen, he's my brother too, but we're saying fat chicks. I'll say fat chicks. I'll compromise and say fat chicks. But I don't go to your show and tell you what to say. So you damn sure don't come to my show and tell me what to say.
You big girl.
FJB, this is your first week back. I will block you. I promise you.
Yeah, FJB,
Keep it up.
You actually lost a lot of points with me, bro.
Right now, Salmon Johnson is the number one fan.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Salmon
so you know.
is the man.
We replaced you.
He actually has important things to say, funny things to say.
Right.
He adds to the show.
Lovey Gent, tell FJB he'll get his ass
take
blocked right
You
now.
just take away from the show and then go create your own, you bastard.
Yeah, and use the name we gave you.
Yeah.
Also,
I want my 10%, you bastard.
you're lucky just Mike's not here because he'd be laying into you. No homo.
Pause.
Yeah.
Why's it gotta be homo?
I don't know. But anyways, the whole Usher thing is crazy. This thing is going to be like a soap opera. But that's not really what I want to take this week to talk about. I just want to get it out of the way because I know people will lambaste us.
Lambaste. Have you ever been lambasted before?
Yeah, I've been lambasted before. If we didn't talk about it. But what I really wanted to get to was a topic that we talked about in probably the first or second podcast.
What, Big JJ?
No.
What?
No, Big for JJ. And it's a matter of seriousness, and it's the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Damn, we go from Big JJ to
Right.
Colin
We went from
you
joking.
really just got to switch up that fast.
Yeah, we went from joking to being really serious.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And
You've just now fucked everybody.
I have.
Show.
But here's the situation, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, there's a star quarterback.
Star?
Yeah, he's a star. He's been to a Super Bowl and he's been to 2 NFC Championship games. Wait, it says tell that dude to get the sand out of his vagina. She is a gorilla, aka a fat.
Damn.
Hey, easy there, Swain. Easy. Why does he have sand in his vagina?
Jeez, Swaney.
Wow. I know. Jeez. Easy. Anyways, Colin Kaepernick has a resume that's better than I'd say half the NFL quarterbacks, and he doesn't have a job. Not because he did something illegal, not because he did something immoral, but because he took a stand for what he believed was right. And a lot of America, instead of celebrating him, are ridiculing him and saying he doesn't deserve a job in the NFL when he's led a team to the Super Bowl and damn near won. I mean, he kind of got smashed in the Super Bowl, but they kind of came back because of Beyonce's power outage. Anyways, he deserves a job in the league because he's a good player.
Well, it is a league that you are what your last game says you are. Right. What have you done for me lately?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he's played like trash this last year. However,
No, he did not. He actually had a great season. 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He did great.
he didn't win games.
He did better than the guy who started over him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of guys that can put numbers up on a badass team. But it's about leading a team to a winning record. Like, Tom Brady has a bunch of saps around him most of his career, and he wins.
But you're saying to possibly the greatest quarterback in the history of the game.
Okay, now you want to split hairs.
No, that's not splitting hairs. That's like comparing Michael Jordan to Delonte West.
Okay.
Like you picked Delonte West.
That's not even the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, what point are you trying to make?
The point I'm trying to make is you know exactly why he don't have a job right now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He has no job, and it has nothing to do with his career. His QBR is 30th.
That's true.
Yeah, his
That's
QBR is 30th, not just because of his play on the field. It's not just that. They're blackballing this guy because he stood up for what he believed in. And it happened to Muhammad Ali. We just so happened to celebrate Muhammad Ali after because he came back and won a damn chip. But they won't let this guy back in the damn league. They won't give him the opportunity to come back and be great. He might have to do 5 years off and come back. He didn't Michael Vick pit bullfight. He didn't kill somebody like Dante Stallworth or allegedly Ray Lewis. He didn't kill anybody. All he did was take a knee during the national anthem, which is his damn freedom to do. We have the freedom to protest. I have that right. Guess what? I've been running my own damn protests.
Right.
Against video games that come out every year. I don't buy them shits no more because I'm tired of people making crappy games. Does that mean I'm not allowed to play PlayStation Network anymore? I should take my PlayStation Network away? No.
Yes.
That's not the way it works, but I get it.
You use Colin Kaepernick on Madden.
I get it. They're billion-dollar companies, and they don't want. Look at that.
The NFL is a good old boys club, man.
Yeah, dude. Big Ben raped 2 chicks,
Yeah, Big Ben raped chicks.
and nobody said nothing about that.
And
Now let me explain this to you on Tebow. I think it's the same situation that happened to Tim Tebow.
It's the opposite of Tebow.
Yeah, well, Tim Tebow actually.
Reverse.
No, he did. He got blackballed out of the league too.
Yeah, it's the reverse Tim Tebow.
Yeah, it's just that this is a black guy. Tim Tebow deserved to be in the league too, because Tim
Absolutely.
Tebow's a dang winner.
Sure.
You can see that as he's cracking home runs in the minor league.
I mean, easy.
He's cracking home runs. He's doing good.
Easy.
But he's in the minor league.
Much better football player.
Right, but he's a winner is what I'm saying.
True.
So
Colin Kaepernick is not so much of a winner as he is a good player. He's not so much of a good player. He's definitely better than a lot of the starters in the NFL.
Most definitely.
He's definitely better
He's
than a lot
better than
of
Jay
NFL
Cutler.
players. Oh, yeah. I'd take him before Jay Cutler.
Jay
I can't
Cutler?
stand- Jay Cutler's trash. But
Jay
my
Cutler.
thing is he doesn't have a job because he's a black man that took a stand against
That's exactly
white
true.
America.
And Tim Tebow, just because you brought him up, doesn't have a job because he's a Christian. And he gives glory to God every chance he gets. And people don't want that type of attention at their football game.
And the NFL is a good old boys club, bunch of rich billionaires. A handful of them. Yeah, I mean, shit. I bet a lot of them. I'm not gonna quote, but I bet a lot of them lived, in times of like racism. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were taught a certain way from their parents.
FJB, Jay Cutler can't quarterback his way out of a wet paper bag. Jay Cutler's a bum.
He's trash, bro. He's got a cannon, but
He's
he's a
barely
terrible
better than
quarterback.
Carson Palmer. Are you kidding me?
Carson Palmer's not that bad.
Jesus, FJB.
He's just not a winner. He's not gonna win you.
Jay Cutler's a bum.
Jay Cutler's a bum. He's washed.
He doesn't deserve.
But
$10 million.
Jay Cutler has always been trash.
He's
had
just a
rifle
gunslinger.
man.
Yeah,
He's
he's
got
just a gunslinger.
He got a rocket for an arm, but he's always been trash.
Yeah, he's garbage. Don't argue with Joe. He's out. Yeah, we know, and he's called FJB on this show.
Yeah, you can't call him Joe.
We don't know who Joey is. But listen, the reason why I'm upset is because we're not going to do anything about it.
No, because
You're
you have
not
people
gonna-
out there that believe
You're not going to join Caps. You're not going to join Caps protests. You're not going to protest for him. And this is what I get sick and tired of. I get sick and tired of seeing my Facebook feed covered with all this woke movement and this and that, and everybody's all happy and they're into their stuff until it becomes time to be woke. Right now is the time to be woke, Mr. Woke person. Right now is the time to stand up for somebody who took a stand for you. This guy put his whole career on the line for you and your woke people. But nobody's going to back him up. Everybody's still going to watch the football game. Everybody's still going to buy tickets to the football parks, and they're still going to continue to put record numbers up, just like they did last year. Even in a down year last year, they still outsold any other sport. Nobody's going to back them up, and that's what I get sick of. I get sick of all this damn Instagram, Facebook thugging and wokeness that you guys have that y'all don't really back it up with. I, for one, will not be watching a single NFL game. Anytime I hear about NFL on the radio other than Colin Kaepernick, I'm going to switch the channel.
Lies. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if that happens. I'm gonna see if that.
Not
happens.
lies. The only thing that I'm going to listen to that is football related will be the marquee race at the Rams game on the 26th. I'm going to listen to the marquee race.
I'm going
to listen to that.
So Carol Turnip says it's a job. You can't talk about religion or politics.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. That is not true at all. Because the Dallas Cowboys, or anytime they want to say God blessed us and all of that nonsense, you can say it whenever you want.
Yep. When you win the Super Bowl,
Tony Romo is the real
God.
MVP. Yeah, he's the real MVP of broadcasting, Mr. Swain.
Yeah, you can. It's just when they allow you to or when they don't allow you to. And with Colin Kaepernick, they did not like it. And like I said, that's why he doesn't have a job right now, because it's just racism. That's just what it is. America's racist. Period.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, Jay-Z's got a song out, Story of OJ. I mean, it explains it perfectly.
Yep.
I mean, it just really is. That's what it is, man. Doesn't matter how much a minority person makes in his lifetime, or what he accomplishes, or what he achieves. At some point, you're still going to be reminded that you are what you are.
Right.
To the rest of the of America.
I agree. You can't talk about religion or politics. It's not politics to say that black kids are dying left and right at the hands of white cops. That's not politics. That's society. Politics are what's going on with Trump. He ain't bashed Trump. He ain't bashed nobody. He said the police, who are a public service, are killing black people at a higher rate. And he's going to kneel because that song doesn't represent him. And he's right, because in the third verse, it doesn't represent him. It puts him as a slave that needs to listen to his master. He's 100% correct.
Joe Brown said, FJB says, I want to know why people are fighting for him having a job. Why not stand behind the issues he wanted to bring up? That's what
I agree with you. That's why I'm saying
that,
boycott the NFL. That's
yes.
exactly why I'm saying boycott the NFL, because he has a right to be heard, and we need to support him on this one. We need to support him, man. He's fighting for the same things we've been fighting for. All the crap that we've been complaining about, all the injustice is happening to him right in front of us. And guess what we're going to do? Still eat the garbage.
And ridicule him.
And say that he doesn't deserve a job in the NFL. Nobody was saying that before he took a knee. They were saying, man, if he comes back from this injury, he's going to be as great as he ever was. Then he decided to take a knee, and everybody's like, now all of a sudden he's not good enough to play in the NFL. Man, stop it with you ESPN sportscasters, man. Stop that nonsense.
Yeah, it's purely racist. Purely racist. The white owners don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, the Fidel Castro shirt, I don't get it. I don't understand what he was doing with that or what message he was trying to make. Maybe he was trying to say that the owners are just as fascist as Fidel Castro. Maybe that's what he was trying to say. I don't know, because he didn't comment on it. But maybe that was the point of the Fidel Castro
The whole
shirt.
thing is that he's being treated like a criminal when he should be treated like a hero.
Like a hero. He should be treated like Malcolm X. He should be treated like Muhammad Ali. He took a peaceful protest like Dr. Martin Luther King wanted.
Peaceful protest. All he did was take a knee and say, I don't buy into that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was trying. Once again, we don't know the point he was making with the Castro shirt, because they didn't put it on him. Maybe he was saying he's being treated like dictators. They're dictating his life. I don't know the point he was making with that shirt, because he never had the opportunity to say what he wanted to say, because they're not giving him the opportunity anymore.
But we do know what point he was making by taking a knee. So let's just stick to that.
Yeah, I don't know about the Cubans thinking of Colin Kaepernick. I got a Cuban friend, though. His name is Kid Chocolate, and he loves Colin Kaepernick. That's what I do know.
That part.
So I can't speak for all Cubans, but I know they don't like Fidel Castro, but I know for a fact that they want equal rights.
And I'm sure Colin Kaepernick is not sitting here in support of Fidel Castro. He's more than likely saying it's the same scenario here.
Yeah, he's saying he's being treated like Cuba was by Fidel, is what I could guess. But like I said, I don't want to put words into his mouth. I don't know what he said about that. But his overall message is he won't stand for that, because black people are getting killed by cops at a higher rate. It hasn't stopped. Just the movement stopped. The crime hasn't gone down. There was a little 10-year-old girl shot down by a police officer, black girl. It hasn't stopped. We just stopped covering it. We make him the problem. Oh, Colin Kaepernick's crazy. He doesn't deserve a job in the NFL. It says the NFL is not the problem. Media is going to sell you what they want you to think. Owners are the only care about the green. NFL only care about money. Us talking about Cap not having a job helps the NFL. You're right.
Look.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shim Park's in the building.
Shim Park. Listen. Lovey and Jen.
Mm-hmm. Lovey and Jen.
She says, how is he a millionaire?
No, he's a millionaire.
Wow, how? He's a millionaire, so how is he being treated badly?
He's not standing up for himself being treated badly. He's standing up for the people that
the
don't have a voice.
People that cannot. It's just standing up to the bully.
And he's being treated badly by not being allowed to do his job because he took a stand for those people that didn't have
a voice. Now he's definitely being treated unjust, because he's being blackballed.
Lovey is Derek. I don't know who Derek is.
Anyways, he's being blackballed. He's not being allowed to work in his profession because of his stance last year, or lack of stance, his knee last year.
Yeah. And the protest that he continues to lead, and the good that he continues to do in the community.
Yep.
They don't want to see him out there handing out food to little poor black people. They don't want to see that. That's true. They do watch it to escape. They don't want to deal with the uglies of the real world, but sometimes it bleeds into entertainment.
Hell yeah.
Just like when you see a war film. Yep. It's entertainment as well, but it's the uglies of war that make us realize, like, damn, we shouldn't Nagasaki a place again.
Yeah, something bit me.
You know, those are the important topics. It's true. It is entertainment, and people do watch it to escape. Cap is bad for business, and that's why they don't want him there. But he's also probably good for business because the people that support him will buy his jerseys.
Yeah, I mean,
his jersey number didn't go down in selling last year. That's true. If Colin Kaepernick's in the gym, on the team, you're gonna know what you're getting into. But it's all choose to watch or don't choose to watch. But it's not deny the man a job.
Wait a minute.
And blackball him out of the industry because he took a stand for his people.
So we could have rapists,
murderers,
woman beaters, murderers, repeat DUI,
drug offenders, and they're all not bad for the league.
And that's not bad for the league. But Kaepernick takes a political stance based on an unjust that's running rampant.
Dude, Flacco is average at best. Flacco's terrible.
But hear me. Like we really even have anything to compare or talk about?
Yeah,
like that's
he
just
didn't
stupid,
rape or
man.
hurt nobody.
He didn't do anything except say, I don't like that and I'm gonna take a stance against that.
Yeah.
That's it. Which he's totally allowed to do in America.
Yeah. I can't believe Ray Lewis, who lied about murdering somebody, is not bad for the league. But Colin Kaepernick, who took a stand for black people being murdered by police officers, is bad for the league. It just trips me out.
I'm sorry. Are you guys agreeing that he should not have a job? I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, some people are agreeing that he shouldn't have a job. But FJB's point is he's standing up for black people's rights. I think it's back and forth.
I'm not sure, FJB.
Yeah.
I'm all for Cap having a job, and I'm all for Cap in his stance.
I'm okay if they don't give him another job back, but what I'm not okay with is everybody pretending like to be on his side, but they're going to still watch the NFL.
Right.
The hypocrites that are going to pretend to be woke and all of this nonsense are
your
not.
problem isn't even with the NFL.
Nah, my problem is with the people.
It's with the
Yep.
bloggers. It's with with the everyday bloggers.
My problem is with people who fill my timeline up with their racial pride and nonsense.
Why don't you call somebody out?
And then they're going to watch this. They're going to watch this NFL season.
Why don't you call somebody out?
I'm going to call them out on my Facebook page because right now there's nobody watching that does this. But I mean,
or do you, FJB?
Brandon Swain, he's in the military. So tell us how you feel about it. If any player is black, you want to take a stand for the player, you should walk out and make a stand. I agree.
I think they all should have.
Yep. Black people let Cap down. You're right, Mr. Swain.
Yep, you're right.
Mr. Swain, you're in the military. How do you feel about him not standing during the Pledge of Allegiance? Thanks, Joe. Keep not watching it this year.
Killers, rapists.
Everybody loves a comeback story. That's true. Everybody does love a comeback story, but how come he's not getting the same treatment? How come he's not getting the Muhammad Ali treatment when he came back after standing up for not going to war?
Yeah.
Because of his religion. The only difference is Muhammad Ali had to do cold, hard time.
Right. Because there's no war involved here. There's just taking a stand against an unjust that's being done.
True, Ali was the best.
He wasn't at the time.
No. He's just saying he was the best. Cap is mediocre. Okay, so their skill represents
that doesn't allow somebody to be unjustly
the
treated.
fact that you bought into he will cost the owners money, it really pisses me off because all press is good press.
Thank you.
All press is good press.
Usher.
Michael Irvin was on crack.
Cocaine.
Whatever, and nobody was saying he's going to cost the owners money because he's doing drugs and kids are going to look bad at him and everything. And then Colin Kaepernick's a hero, bro. I don't get what you don't understand about that. That bothers me that you're saying he will cost the owners money. I don't believe that's true because his jersey was still one of the #1 selling last year. Even if people just bought it to burn it.
He's going to bust a capillary up in here.
Like, come on. He had a big-ass rock, too. Yeah, he had a big-ass rock. I believe he said it was the mother of all cocaine rocks, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Irvin said.
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's crazy that Colin Kaepernick will cost people money because he stands up for black people, but Ben Rapelessberger didn't cost nobody money. It didn't make anybody feel any kind of way. The Niners do suck right now, but y'all wasn't saying that when Joe Montana was there. If you're an owner, it's up to you who you want on your team. Has a right. You're right. I'm not saying they don't have a right. What I'm saying is the fans should not watch. That's what I'm saying. I agree. But don't give me the bull crap line that he's going to cost you money and you hire rapists. Don't give me that line. That's bull crap.
Rapists, drug abusers,
murderers, alcoholics. Don't give me that line. Don't give me that line because you're not worried about CTE killing your players. Don't give me that nonsense, man. That's just BS rhetoric that people say to make it sound good.
Yeah.
That's bull crap, man. It's time to take a stand with the guy who took a stand for you guys. If you're black and you watch the NFL, it sucks to be you.
Man, if you're not white, period.
Niner gang is effing awesome. I'm just saying that's not cool, man. He took a stand for what he felt was right and what a lot of us complain about on social media or just in our everyday conversations about how police is beating up black people and how they're not fair and all the white man's always trying to hold everybody down. It is something that everybody wants to avoid, but at one point it was a big movement in this country, and it should still be. But I bet if he was gay and he was standing up for gay rights, he said, "You know what? I'm not going to salute that flag."
He'd be a fucking hero.
He'd be a fucking hero. If he was a transgender player and they wouldn't let him play because he changed into a woman,
he'd be a hero.
He'd be a hero. This is ridiculous. I can't believe we're even having this conversation where it's like, oh, well, he sucks. I'm not even talking about his ability. By the way, he went to a Super Bowl. A Super Bowl. There's like 31 other quarterbacks in the league that can't say that. Well, like 30. I mean, there's like 4 that's been in a Super Bowl. It's crazy.
That's bananas, bro. Bananas.
They're pushing in bad role models. I get it. That's crazy. It's crazy.
But that's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
crazy.
Here we have a good role model.
Yep.
He did exactly what they, meaning white America, says that
We're allowed to do.
people should do. No, that black people when they protest should do in America. Why do you have to be violent, they say, when you protest? Why do you have to burn things down when you protest? Why do you have to cause such chaos? Okay, so he takes a positive, peaceful stance against something and does it the way, quote unquote, they want him to do.
And he's the most despicable human being to ever walk the face. He's damn near the football Hitler. Like, come on.
And exactly. And they paint him out to be this despicable human being.
Yeah, I don't want him to have his job back. I want them to keep blackballing him so his movement gets bigger and bigger. That's what I want. I want them to keep blackballing them so people could finally see that them people are racist. They don't care about you.
And that's what I'm saying, Carol. It's everybody that's not white, and everybody that's not white in the 1% of the people that make the white people that make all the goddamn money.
Yeah, man, trust me, I already know. I used to work at a damn valet parking spot, and they would come talk to me in Spanish all the time. Police will pull up and be like, "Amigo," just because I'm standing at a damn valet parking spot. I'm like, "Yes, sir, I speak English." This is how it is. They're racist. And they're keeping somebody out who's standing up for his belief. It would just be like it would be like if they try to make Martin Luther King the bad guy, which they did, and then they shot him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me how we could look back in history and say these guys are great, and then look here and say, yeah, he doesn't deserve a job because he sucks anyways.
Right.
That's not even the point. The point isn't that he sucks, because if this was never an issue, he'd probably still be on the 49ers.
I bet if Tom Brady took a stand.
Tom Brady did take a stand. By the way, Tom Brady sided with Trump, and then he realized it was bad for business, so then he switched sides. That damn Benedict Arnold. At least Colin Kaepernick has the balls to stay on the side that he wants to be on, and he didn't let the decision of the owners or the NFL or the crowd that was booing him change his mind. But Tom Brady did, and so did the hoodie.
Damn. There's your Patriots, ladies.
Who lost a lot of viewers? The NFL was losing viewers anyways. It had nothing to do with Colin Kaepernick. Teams that he wasn't even on was losing viewers.
It has everything to do with the fucking talent sucks.
Tuck rule BS.
You guys be talking about some stupid shit, man.
It just trips me out, man. Don't forget Edgar Evers. Medgar Evers?
It's Medgar Evers.
Racism is never going to go
O.E.
away.
Brown.
No, racism is never going to go away. But if we pretend like it doesn't exist, it's only going to get worse.
When we say things like, he shouldn't have a job, he sucks, it's crazy because there's about 20 white quarterbacks that suck way worse than him that have a job.
Yeah, who's a Cleveland Browns quarterback? Joey Bag of Donuts? Like, nobody knows.
That's a good one.
Yeah. They need Dannette to run the ball. Nobody needs to Dannette to run anything because 1 yard is not going to get anybody anything. You only get 4 tries, Dannette. But anyways, I've ranted enough about that. What else is in the news that they're talking about? I don't want to talk about North Korea because it's just going to make me mad. What else? What else? Brock Lesnar being in the going back to the UFC.
Oh, he's coming back again?
Well, he got called out by.
I mean, what?
I said Brock Osweiler. Brock Osweiler does suck.
Yes, Brock Osweiler sucks.
We're going to Mars. No, we're not going to Mars. We can't even go to the moon. We're not going to Mars. There's no possible way that we're going to Mars ever. Nobody. I'm saying this right now, and this is going to be on the internet, so this is a fact.
Fact.
Nobody's ever going to Mars.
Fact alert. Let's do it again. Here is the fact, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, nobody's going to Mars ever. Never. Because the Earth is flat and Mars is just a light in the sky.
Oh, don't get this guy started on flat Earth, please.
Does my mustache itch? Only when your name pops up on the comments list. Mars landing will be televised. I know. Who's going to be holding the camera? It's going to be on GoPro. GoPro is going to be sponsored.
Shin Park. I forgot about this guy.
It's going to be sponsored by Red Bull. And it's going to be done on a GoPro.
Gene cursed Mars.
Yeah, I did curse Mars. Nobody ever will be on Mars ever. Thus is the curse of the Van Horn. Yeah, Brock will definitely beat the living hell out of John Jones, in my opinion.
Why would they even fight?
Because John Jones called him out.
Damn, son.
Can we get to the bottom of the ocean first? Actually, I believe they hit the lowest part of the ocean.
I don't.
That's known to man. But they said there might be another place lower. But can we at least discover more than 5% of the ocean, please? Can we map at least more than 5% before we do anything else?
Can we fucking verify if Bigfoot is real or not first?
Bigfoot's not real.
Can we verify if capybaras are real?
Capybaras are real, yes.
What about chupacabras?
What about elusive Ruscalos? Who wins, Conor or Mayweather? I don't even know why you asked that question. It's Floyd Mayweather 10th round knockout.
Is that even a question?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. 10th round knockout. Money makes $1 gazillion. Yeah, Mars doesn't exist. It's just a light in the sky. Planets aren't real. We live on a flat plane.
We do not live on a flat plane.
Why is Floyd only 5'55"? Because of racism. That's why. White people are like, yes, kick that black guy's butt. Finally, the Great White Hope is going to shut him up. They made a movie about it, actually.
Yeah, it's called The Great White Hype.
They made a movie about it.
You're actually watching The Great White Hype in real life right now.
So dinosaurs live on Mars. Hopefully. I wish that there was. Gene's mustache is made out of Bigfoot crotch hair. It's going to be a 10-round knockout. On a military standpoint, I was kind of angry because what I fight for regardless of the past. But I understand what he's doing for a person that stood up for what he believed in and used his platform. Being recognized, it is amazing. It only shows courage with a minority. It says, but the NFL is not my concern. My argument is more with the minority culture. People like me. No one is standing in his corner. I feel like Cap would have to kill a cop for the Black Lives Matter or stay woke to get their support. The same mother effers who do nothing for themselves, for their own community. Our community is broken. but point the finger at everyone else. Cap is a perfect example of calling them on their BS. 100% correct. I couldn't have said it better myself.
And to add to that, Mr. Swain, the community is not broken on accident. It was designed that way.
By Ronald Reagan and crack cocaine.
By the government, the system, period. It was designed that way. So that's why when you do have somebody that comes up out of it and becomes successful, I mean, it's just like one person out of like millions. And then, you know, the handful that do make it, it's always just like one in a million. Everybody's 1 in a million that actually make it out of that type of community.
Yep.
So it's like, it's a vicious cycle. It was set up that way. It is definitely designed that way.
So,
I
actually had a plan about this for a while. North Croatians. Fuck North Croatians. I actually had a plan a long time ago that, like, why don't all the rich, like the rich black people just buy a city and just not let white people in?
And create Chocolate City.
And just create their own, not Chocolate City, but like Oprah and all them other people just buy up a city and just start their own economy and just do it for themselves.
Right. Do it
and
for
bring
the
in
gram.
their community.
If they can do it for the gram or do it for the...
Yeah. It says, you guys act like white people sit around and act like we hate every race. Most whites could care less about anything and live in their own lives and peaceful. A few bad apples doesn't speak for everyone.
Get this.
It's crazy. People label all whites as white America. It's a racist statement.
No, it's not.
To label any group of people.
No.
Atlanta.
We're not talking to you, Lovey and Jen. We're not talking to you because you don't have money.
Welcome to Oakland.
We specifically said the rich white 1% that make the money of white America. That's who runs it. That's who dictates all of this bullshit that we're discussing right now. We ain't talking about your ass. We're not talking about us. We're not talking about white people like Eminem that live in trailer parks before Eminem blew up and made millions of dollars.
Right.
We're talking about you regular ass. We're not talking about you regular ass motherfuckers.
No, because you live in the same community.
Yeah, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the 1% of the population, of white population that makes money.
Yeah.
Period.
We're talking about the Donald Trumps of the world.
Right.
That's running around having a good old boys club.
Very
close to saying the N-word on TV.
Yeah, the type of white person that says, I got a small loan. I had it rough. I got a small loan from my dad of $1 million. You pompous motherfucker.
Yeah. We're talking.
A small loan?
Yeah.
Check this out. I couldn't get 3 pennies from my dad to get a piece of bubble gum at Mr. Buzzy's.
Shout out Mr. Buzzy, R.I.P., son.
You feel me? He wouldn't give me 3 pennies. Gum was 3 cents. He wouldn't give me 3 pennies because he said he didn't have it. So you just sitting on TV talking about
me either.
$1 million.
Yeah, we're not talking about you.
Loan. We're not talking about those. We're talking about those people. We're not talking about you.
Yeah, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the legislators, the people who make the decisions. The people that cover up the cops' bad doings.
Right.
We're talking about those people.
That put all the smoke screens out and try to confuse us.
Yeah. The fake newsers and the real newsers that just spread their hate rhetoric through tolerant speech, but when it's time for them to be tolerant, they're intolerant of your tolerance. Tolerance. Yeah, Mr. Buzzy died about 4 years ago. R.I.P., son.
R.I.P.
But I didn't want to come back to the Colin Kaepernick, but I am glad that Mr. Swain chimed in because I wanted to hear somebody from active duty talk about it. But what I do want to say is we're never, ever, ever going to Mars. But if we do, dinosaurs will be there.
Dinosaurs are here.
Nope, dinosaurs don't exist.
That's a lie.
Dinosaurs don't exist.
It's a lie. Dinosaurs exist and existed.
Man, I love those hot links too. No homo.
They're called beer hounds.
Beer hounds.
You know better than that.
Shin already knows. Shin knows that dinosaurs live on Mars. If we ever get there, we'll find out.
Shin.
What? Also, I want everybody to know gravity doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Stop fooling yourself. There's no such thing as gravity.
I had a conversation with an old gentleman about gravity not existing.
Did he agree or disagree?
Oh, he was pissed off and told me I was an idiot.
That's awesome.
I was like, well, you don't know what buoyancy is, so should I be mad at you and call you an idiot? And I just stared at him.
Yeah, seriously. Buoyancy and density is what makes you stay to the ground, not gravity. Because when something is less buoyant, for some reason, gravity has no effect.
So this is what I told him. I explained to him what buoyancy and density was.
Yeah.
And he clearly understood it.
Right.
But he still told me I was an idiot because gravity exists.
Right.
And I said, so does gravity exist or does density and buoyancy exist? And he just was frustrated.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Gravity needs
gravity.
density and buoyancy to make it relevant. Right? Like you have to, well, if something is more dense, then gravity has less effect. I mean, if gravity has more effect. You see what I'm saying? OMG, you're a scientist. I am a scientist. Thank you very much for pointing that out to everybody here who didn't know.
He's also a pugilist. Can't you tell by his nose?
Right. I'm also couldn't think of nothing. So I'm not a comedian, apparently.
Your mother's a snowblower.
But listen, I appreciate you all for listening to me rant for a while. I'm just very upset with people who don't get behind movements, but then talk a lot of crap about getting behind movements.
That's true. I don't like saying that shit either.
That drives me insane. It really, really bothers me a lot that this man has taken a stand for his community. And
yeah, so gay, no homo. Yeah, you're right.
Nobody is standing with him except Shannon Sharp.
Stand up, and fight.
Salute Shannon Sharp for being a G about that. I respect it.
Stand up and fight.
And he has a glitter penis. Who has? Wait, what?
We
Did I miss something in the? Thank you for loving the show, FJB. Shin Park, always a pleasure to have you guys here. We're gonna cut this show short because I have to drive my behind all the way back home, and I'm very far away.
Which is very close to Mars.
It's somewhere in between Mars and Jupiter, right near Uranus.
Yes, that was awesome.
But
shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, for Just Mike, in his absence, it says, "Will you float away if you were 500 pounds and in outer space?" Depends. Was I pushed? No? All right. For Just Mike in his absence, for G5, I'm your host, Gene Van Horn. Look at FJB. Right as we get to cut out, FJB goes ahead and drops his podcast on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, for the balls that took, please click on the link in there.
Click right there.
And like and subscribe and put a whole bunch of down thumbs on anything you watch from FJB. Put a whole bunch of dislikes. Small plug. You could have texted me if you could plug your show.
Shannon is a shit.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp says, it drives you crazy on Undisputed. He makes it a political show. I just want sports talk. Me too. I also want sports talk radio.
And I want sports talks with politics.
Yeah, I don't want sports talk about the NFL anymore. Word to Big Bird. But shout out to Sports Daddy TV, brought to you in part by FJB, named by G5J.
Shout out to my son. He hit the game winner twice this weekend. One was the actual game winner, and one was the go-ahead bucket that finished the game off in his tournament this weekend in the Nike 3-on-3. At BallerJ8 on Instagram. You can go see all of his highlights, and you will love it. So fuck all you guys.
I wouldn't say that, but all right.
Pause.
You've been listening to What Happens When. Tune in next time to find out God knows what.
Oh, you thought we was gone, sucker.
Oh, look how we did that shit. Look how we did that.
So you thought Marvel's the only one that could do after credit scenes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You still here? What are you doing? Log off. I see you still watching.
It's at BallerJ8. At BallerJAY number 8.
Look at that. FJB's back on. Danette's back on. Everybody's off again. West Coast is the best coast.
Hey, I got the first show of my tour kicking off also this Friday since we're plugging everything, FJB.
Yeah, why didn't you plug that earlier?
August 11th, Friday, August 11th in Riverside at Status Nightclub. Silk the Shocker, Compton Menace, myself.
Check on the What Happens When page. There'll be a link to the flyer. The flyer be on there.
Yeah, I'm back, mother suckers.
Later, FJB. Thanks for sticking with us.
Deuces, my nooses.